Alright, time for a quick evening stream. Hello everyone, it's Kagedtiger. I'm back again with more Subnautica. When we last played, I had put a bunch of eggs in a hatchery. And now we're going to see what hatches. And while I wait for things to hatch, I'm going to collect a fuck ton of crystal, quartz, so I can go through and put in lots of glass and windows and such in our base, so I can look in at this tank from the outside too. Alright. I may and probably will have to build more platforms in order to get as much glass as I would like to into the base, but I'm going to start with the top level, which won't cost any hull integrity because it's above water, so. Alright, so we are searching for quartz at the moment on our little scanner, but I think it just started, so it's going to take a little bit. Got some good items. I should go eat some foods. What do I got in my inventory? Apparently I've got a lot of adamant, not adamant, I keep saying that, titanium in my inventory. So there's a live peeper that I believe I caught in my base last time, which was weird. He was just kind of flying through. Alright, we are going to go and get us some quartz. I wonder if I should restart this scan because it was already scanning when we started. We are looking for... Whoa! Why are we not... This is our normal base. Why are we not able to get any quartz this close in? I definitely didn't take in all the quartz. So what's the deal here? Also, where's that yellow light coming from? It's a little weird. Oh, that's... The yellow light is actually coming from the outside, because I've got a bunch of stuff planted there. Some yellow plants, these guys. Well, it's weird that it's not showing me the ability to do the thing.
Captain.
But I can. This game is a little glitchy. Also, remind me at some point, I really want to talk about how bad the UI is in this game, the UX design specifically, because I think that's the one place where this game, I mean, that and the glitchiness is where this game really kind of falls down. It's got some pretty poorly thought out UX, UI going on. Alright, I'm going to go towards the big old sea wreck. Because there's a lot of red grass there, and red grass means quartz. And that's what I'm after this evening. It's just quartz. Good. I hope I'm like streaming and my sound's on and stuff, because I mean, it wouldn't hurt. Because I got nobody to check right now. Huck's gonna check. There's one. Is there another in here somewhere? This maybe? No, you're just a texture. Am I live and audible? Could do with a little more wet. A little more of me. I mean, I can just talk louder also. I'm good. As I say, I'm not planning to play this super long. I just want to get some quartz and hopefully see my beasties hatch. I'm super curious about my beasties, my critters. There's one. LOD poppin' to the rescue. You're here somewhere. Come on. There you are. There's one over there. Two over here, in fact. One here. I should really try to just fill up my inventory with quartz, because I need a ton of quartz. There's more like around here somewhere, I think. I know I saw it. Here, perhaps? Oh, you're an egg. I don't need you. So here's like element one of bad UX design. For basically every tool, it's right-click to use. But if you're in your inventory, it's left-click to consume and right-click to drop. So the thing I'm used to being like the do something action is also drop the thing if I'm trying to get something in and out of my inventory. Now that one's salt. That's not crystal. So like most games, like the good way to do it is to try and have a consistent button where, you know, like, you know, let's say left click is always conceptually like forward / use the thing, and right click is conceptually always like back out of the menu or the, you know, whatever action you're trying to use. And it's implemented so inconsistently. Like tools are right click use, except for the homemaking, which is right click to open menu and then left click to use afterwards. When you're in the thing, when you're in the menu, it's right click to consume. Sorry, left click to consume, right click to drop. Where's my sea moth? There it is. When you are when you're in a planter, it's right click switches container, but left click still consumes. So you can accidentally consume things when putting them in containers, even though if you have a container open, there's pretty much no reason to consume something from that menu. Like, it makes much more sense to, I don't suppose I can get seeds of this, can I? This is one of those generic plants. And it's E to put things away. Ah, fuck, spider. In most cases, like, left click doesn't do anything. That bitey ate that bitey I killed. Except for some tools it does in certain scenarios. And then, like, once you've built something, it's like Q to unbuild it. It's E to unequip things and to exit your vehicle, which is a weird overlap. There's a lot going on that does not entirely, it's just generally inconsistent. And the fact that, like, there's no way for me to tell at any time what my habitat hull integrity is without building something, like, why is there not a thing I can open or do to see that? And other stuff, the instructions on how to use it are actually like in the like that little dictionary or the little encyclopedia thing that stuff scans into, but it's unclear like which of those have directions. Some stuff will tell you what's going to happen when you hover over it, but some stuff doesn't give you information when you hover over it, like how to use the critter tanks. You have to go into the information thing for that. It's kind of a mess, to be honest. Which is like one of my few complaints about this game, because I am really enjoying myself with this game. There's a lot to like about it, but there are a few glitches that are really aggravating, and then this the UI is just really could have used another pass. And by I keep saying UI, I mean like UI UX. Like some of it is literally a UI problem, but mostly it's UX issues. I think it's somewhere in that clump. This big old clump. Yeah, got it. There was another one around here somewhere. I don't know if I'll be able to pick it out without the LOD pop. This might be it. Yep, there's quartz. How am I doing on quartz? Got a lot, but I can still get a lot more. That's just a texture. See beyond the LOD. Anything outside the LOD? Yep, right there. If I leave my guy pointed right at it, I can find it. Are really loud today. Hi. There's only like a couple of them talking to each other, but there's just one. The one happens to be kind of right above me, so he's pretty loud. Oh, is somebody smoking outside or something? My eyes are stinging a little bit. There's one. An upgrade I'd really love to get for the Seamoth would be something that would let me scan well inside the Seamoth instead of having to come out to scan things. Because there's plenty of stuff that I can get away from much faster if I'm in the Seamoth. Or that would let me fire my stasis rifle from inside the Seamoth, for that matter. I suppose I could just make those torpedoes, but they seem like they would take up a lot of and like these buttons down here at the bottom I can get to with mouse wheel or the number 3, but they don't indicate that to me anywhere. I just kind of have to know that from having tried it out with the other, like the fact that they're on numbered hotkeys, you don't get in the main bar either, even though it's very useful. And you could just put a little number on the edge of the circle like they do in so many other games to indicate, hey, these are also on hotkeys. Back soon anyway, just to get food and water. Looks like we got a sand shark here somewhere. Bothering my Seamoth. Down. No, it's the bitey that's bothering the Seamoth. Rabbit ray egg discovered. Oh. That's one of the things that that's one of the things... Well, that means one of my eggs hatched. Well, we should go home and celebrate it. An egg hatched. That's another thing, is I had to learn to look for that pop-up white text. When that kept popping up, when my hull strength was changing, I didn't notice it. I had to be told it was there, which means that it is, like, too small / weirdly placed / like, the appearance and disappearance of it is not ostentatious enough. Like, and to be honest, like, being able to see my hull integrity should be something that is much more prominent and that can be retrieved at any time anyway. It's weird that it's not. I discovered a rabbit ray. That's one of those little, like, nudibranch looking things, isn't it? Let's go see what hatched. It looks like it was this one. Oh, look! Everybody hatched! Okay, this guy hatched, except for this big blue one. But yeah, we got this crystal blue one hatched. That's probably the rabbit ray. We've got, I'm assuming that's a baby, crab squid. It's certainly a baby octopus thing of some kind. Is that a baby bombfish? I think we got a baby bombfish, and then we got one of these little weird thingamadukes. What are they called? It's a crash fish, and I can pick him up if I want. Oh, that's good. So they do have a way for you to... oh, it's a cuddle fish. For cuddling, presumably. That's a thing we haven't seen before. You're a weird looking thing. Oh, it won't let me. Okay, just drop him. That's good, because that means you can transfer them to another tank if you need to disassemble. I was a little worried about how that was going to work. And that's a spade fish. So let's see, what eggs haven't hatched yet? This little yellow one. That one, which may or may not be a gasopod. This one, which also may or may not be a gasopod. And this strange light blue one that I don't know what it is. Look at all my little critters. Hi, little critter. Cuddlefish. The cuddly, cuddly cuddlefish. And I like this rabbit ray. Look at the rabbit ray. What a cutie. Okay. Nice. So this one that I thought was the crab squid must be the cuttlefish. The red one is probably the crash fish, then. The little round red egg is probably this bomb guy. I don't remember what that was like the dark cerulean egg. I don't remember what the egg was that this ray guy would have hatched out of. The spade fish. Alright, let's make some glass. turn this to search for quartz yet? Yeah, now I can search for quartz. That was weird. Okay. Let that do some looking while we go put some windows in here. Jelly ray egg discovered. Alright, got a jelly ray. That's nice. So that's from this little... no. Which egg was that from then? I don't remember which one of these was not here before. But I like having a jelly ray. Hopefully that means that now, when I see the egg in the wild, I will know what egg it is. I'm hoping that's the, sort of payoff here. Okay, so we're out of that glass. Look at my fantastic little critters. Make 2 more windows, and then any extra quartz I still have, if any, do I? I don't anyway, but I'll put away that salt and that silver. I gotta be careful next because if I'm gonna start building underwater, I'm gonna incur a lot of structural damage, so I gotta be building stuff to keep it nice and sturdy up in here. Crashfish, you are never going to not cause me a panic when I see you coming. Always you will cause me to panic. Some items it will let me build in like multiple at the same time, and some it won't, and I think it has to do with what's in my inventory at the time, but there's no clear indication. Eggshell, I guess. Yeah, I can plant stuff here too. I should think about what I want to plant there. Some fans or something, maybe. Some of that wavy grass. I found out later in the, like, looking on the wiki that the alien, all the stuff about how to use the alien habitat is actually in the description, but only if you go into, like, the encyclopedia databank here, and go into here. There's this stuff. But again, there's no, like, in most of the entries, the stuff in here is useless, and there's no way of differentiating which of this has actual game data and which of this is just flavor text. So it's confusing. Nice. Okay. Let's go get some of that quartz on our scanner. I did not correctly park the sea moth, so let's get in the sea moth. Yeah, it's over here.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
I'm talking about. I suppose I should be at least breaking sandstone ones of these if I find them, because I'm probably going to need more lead, because I'm going to have to build some more of those reinforcement platforms on my base. Or is that another critter egg? Oh, no, that's a quartz. I do like this HUD thing. I should also find out what the heck it is that breaks apart that guy. I'm also loving this new deeper dive air tank that I've got. It's been very helpful. Okay. you, and a quartz from you, and a quartz from you. Alright, come on, Seamoth. Let's take the ones out here. Ooh, sandstone. Convenient. Not what I need, but... Is there going to be some in there? I think there's some in there. Tunnel? Nope, that's a limestone. Got a copper. Oh, there is one more. Either you just spawned or I really missed you. Inventory full, dang it. Let's drop this titanium that's everywhere and get this last quartz, and we will take it back to base with us. Not mean to launch the Seamoth that high. That time I did. Whew, here we go. Let's actually park the Seamoth. A little bit of a frame loss there. Anybody new hatch? No. Nobody new hatched. We're still waiting on these hatches. Oh no! We did get a new hatch! We got... one of these. Again, I'm not sure which one. This one looks close to hatching. Maybe. One of them hatched a little stalker baby. Hey, little baby mini stalker. Hey, little baby mini stalker. Look at you. What a cutie. What a cutie you are. I wish you could pet them. Hey, and there we've got our gasopod. I wonder if some of these have actually hatched and they just... I'm just not seeing the... I'm just still seeing the eggs because the game is... Weird. Stalker egg. Yeah, so that's there twice for some reason. That's the jelly ray egg. That's the gasopod egg, and that's the rabbit ray egg. Okay, so for some reason, we just have a second egg there for a lot of them. I'll try and drop off the quartz and then go pick those up, because I actually don't want a second one of those in the tank. Because then they breed. And I don't want to fill up the tank with duplicates. So, let's put all this quartz away. And this copper. And this silver. And then let's take out our glitchy eggs. Okay. Although these jelly rays are really pretty, and I wouldn't mind having a second one of them. But in a different place, I guess. I don't know why we ended up with duplicates of those eggs, but we got all our guys. We got our gasopod. We got our rabbit ray. Hello. Got our jelly rays, our crash fish, our cuttlefish. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. What a hatch. This is still listed as an unidentified egg. Did I not drop one of these in here? Maybe I didn't drop that in. This is almost certainly a sand shark egg. It looks like a sand shark. Like the egg itself looks like a sand shark. And all these are identified, right? That's the cuttlefish. Well, this one's unidentified as well. That one might be the bone shark. That's the spadefish egg. Yeah, it's the rabbit ray. Well, this is the rabbit ray egg. Interesting. Okay. I'm also going to drop this other hoverfish in there because I like hoverfish. And even though it's not Wilson, Wilson has his own private apartment. But we can put this friendo in with these fish. Hopefully they don't eat him. But I don't think they will. I think they're placid. So... drop egg. Also, it's weird that, like, you drop eggs in here as opposed to putting, and I can still consume this guy instead of dropping him, which doesn't make any sense. You drop eggs in here as opposed to everything else, which you do by putting it, like, in an inventory space. Look at all my critters. Alright. Let's go get some food and drink, and then we'll go get more of that quartz.
Welcome aboard. All systems online.
I wonder if you can get a Reaper egg. I wonder if you can hatch a tiny, docile baby Reaper. I have a weird instinct, which I think might be left over from Outer Wilds, actually, where every time I leave my ship, I kind of like... I double check to make sure I'm wearing the suit, even though, like, you don't... There's really no reason you ever take the suit off in this game. So there's no reason to think that I might leave and then suddenly start drowning. But I worry about that regardless. Pretty fast. You die within probably like 10 to 15 seconds if you do not have oxygen access in Outer Wilds. Yeah, I've heard a bunch of things. I've heard 8, I've heard 12.
I mean, you're not actually dead, but your consciousness.
This is one I already have, right? Is it not? I thought for sure I'd hatched one of these already. Isn't that... Alright, I'll compare with the eggs already in my inventory. That's just a texture, I think. Okay. Because I know I had one of those eggs in my inventory, and I'm pretty sure I hatched it already. So I had been hoping that it could tell me what kind of egg it is now. Ooh, look at all these squats. Quartz, 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 quartz. Oh, this new bigger tank has made me much less paranoid, though. I'm like much more able to go get like a bunch of things without just constantly worrying about whether I'm right about to, like every second checking what my oxygen level is. Which is maybe a bad habit to get into. I should be keeping a careful eye on my oxygen, but still. Okay, is that all of them? No, there's some more up here. In this cave system. How am I doing on space? I have space. There's almost certainly a crash fish in here somewhere. Hello, whole fish. I don't suppose I can pick up one of these guys, can I? Put that guy in my tank as well. Why not? It really does not like me animating me getting in and out of there. Alright, let's go get these two. Nice, right out in the open like that. Look at that. Inventory full. I don't need this peeper. Drop the peeper. And this is another one of those eggs that I already have, right? Yeah. I know I hatched one of those already. I want to say it was probably the stalker. But let's go home and check. Hello, Jojo. Thanks for popping into the stream. Yeah, I'm enjoying this game. I have been spending a lot of this this particular episode complaining about the UX, but overall I'm enjoying the game a lot. I just got my... it's my first time playing. I just got some alien habitats up and running, so I've been hatching a bunch of eggs. And it's been super interesting. Now the description of eggs did say there was no way of knowing from looking at an egg what was going to be in the egg. So does that mean that these things that are listed as stalker egg are not the same as this one that is listed as unidentified creature egg? Or does it just only identify... Oh, hey, Kagedtiger. Thank you for subscribing.
Wait, what? Something?
Yeah. I can also send you, thanks for the Pride Crown. Thanks for subscribing. Much appreciated. Yeah, so I wonder if it just identifies ones that you already have in an inventory somewhere, or if it just doesn't identify, or if, like, some of them are different even though they look the same, or if that's just a glitch. Like, it's weird. Kagedtiger, my fishies all hatched. My fishies, they all hatched. Well, mostly. There's 2 still that I forgot I hadn't put in yet. But, look at all my fishes. Look at all my fishes. So many fishes. I'm gonna drop the whole fish in there as well. Drop them. Look at all you fishes. That's not Wilson, by the way. That is a distinct and separate hoverfish. But, got a whole regular menagerie going on here. I should catch that eyeball fish that...
Is there co-predation taking place in the menagerie, though?
Theoretically, but they said that the ones that hatch in here often have, like, weirdly docile, personalities, so I think they're all just hand-fed. I feed them proteinous...
From emptying out every time you move your hand.
No idea. It's a magic force field hatch.
It's team chat.
I stacked them. If you stack them if you put rooms on top of each other and put one in the middle of each, they interconnect. So I stacked a bunch and they connected. It's very cute. I can also plant stuff in this center spot, but I haven't quite decided what I want to plant yet. Alright. I need to make some platforms, and I need to think very hard about where I want to put them, because I can't take them back, apparently, once I have placed them down. I'm going to turn a lot of this into glass, I think. Well, hold on. I'll just put it in the copper box for now. Let's think about where we might want to put... I was thinking I might put some more around here, like low down, because that's like maybe acceptable. I don't know why it won't let me do one right there. That would be the perfect spot for it. So it's like here. Oops, wrong thing. And here. Can I do one? I don't suppose I could do one like midway up between these two. Yeah, these are the only 2 heights. This snaps to grid, but the other stuff doesn't. And I can't snap it to the edge of these. Why? I think once I build it, that might change. I think these 2 should be okay. And then we'll be able to see what our habitat is. Okay. Lead. Lead. Also, hello, Elle. Welcome to the stream. I can't remember if it's... I think it's 2 lead apiece. I'll just take 2 of each of these just to be safe. And we'll build them. Good to see you. Okay, so it was at 0.5. So now 2.5, now 4.5, right? Yeah. Okay. And I assume I still can't build one here because it's intersecting, that corner is intersecting with the ground. But I could build out this way. Is that going to ruin the look of the base here? I really wish I could build one like at this height under here. But it doesn't like that it intersects with the legs, I guess, that we've already put in. I could build a couple here. It does kind of ruin the look of the base a little bit, but it's not too bad. What if I picked up the acid mushrooms here so we weren't... wasting resources there. And then... yeah, put that there. That might be good, and we can maybe even fill in this corner here as well. Yep. Somewhere under the ocean. Whole strength's fine. Okay. It's been an interesting game. I've been like alternately like having a ton of fun, like being like really relaxed and kind of chill and just enjoying myself, and then also being like utterly terrified. So it's an interesting mix. Okay. And give me this. I'll plant a blue palm there as well. I'll plant some of these in my planter. Subnautica in a nutshell. Yeah. Yeah. I get really scared, and like the ocean is inherently scary to me. So, I don't know. Okay. Plant it. That. And 3 of these. And 3 of these. See how that looks. Maybe I'll put, you can get a piece of brain coral in there too. Might put one of those, that'll look nice. Should I get a pod, this guy, membrane tree? Maybe just the one? I don't know if it'll fit. It might not fit. I jumped up and then, apparently, and then climbed back down the ladder. Fish flying through my base again. Man, plants grow really fast. Okay, first we'll put in... yeah, no, I don't have room for both, but... brain coral. And I could take out one of each of these. If I just do that. I kill it while it's growing. You can't kill it while it's growing. You can only kill completely grown stuff, so... presumably. Yeah. Well, I mean, at least, like, there are pretty clearly designated areas for panic versus, like, being okay. And as you get to new panic areas, you start to become slightly easier, like, feeling-wise with the old areas. So, like, it's well balanced in that way. And you pretty much always have the option of, like, basically opting out of feeling stressed, like going back to somewhere where you feel safe and just, you know, taking a deep breath and being okay with it. This also says, oh, that's because I haven't hatched it yet, though, so that's fine. So So I like that about it. Like tonight, I'm not planning on doing anything stressful. I'm only going to do base building and resource gathering. That's my plan for tonight. And then we'll do stressful stuff later. I don't know. You don't have much water, but there's a lot of you. I should also maybe check on the power supplier. See if it needs any refill. Let's get some lead, and I have exactly enough lead to do those 6. 2 titanium from here, and yeah. Construct. 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 Look at that. 10.5. That should give me enough leeway to put in some windows. Alright. I was gonna... Well, I guess I'll go in and see if we need one first, but I assume we will. How's our power supply? Actually full. Don't need one. Good on us. Okay. In that case, let's go turn some quartz into glass and decrease our hull integrity some more. Let's get these ones first. 1 window, 2 window, 3 window, 4 window, 4.5 window, 5 window. Yeah, and it's like whether you have the stuff to keep you safe. There's sort of also an aspect of like how well do you know the area and thus feel comfortable there is a big part of it. Like I could probably go into the jelly shroom caves and be okay at this point. Like I wouldn't be like comfortable, but I wouldn't be as panicked as I am right now going to the 500-meter depth. And it's just because I've been to the jelly shroom caves a couple times and like the crabworm things didn't really bother me much. And I'm sort of getting acclimated to it. Alright, let's start on this floor. I think I'm just going to do 2 on each floor for now. So yeah, it's -1. So I could make 10 windows. Did I get far enough away that I lost the coffee? I guess I lost the coffee. Oh well. God, I'm kind of, like, part of me wants to just do all 4 of those. Or even 5, including the one back here. It's gonna need so much more hull integrity for that, though. Yeah, let's start with just doing the stuff on the bottom floor, because I don't spend much time on those mid floors. Come on. Okay. 5.5. Alright. And we get a very nice view out here now. And if I want the view from the surface, I can get in here and go up. And now I have the view of the surface. Look at that. There's the wreck. There's the rest of a base. There's my glow gardens somewhere? Oh. Yeah. Very nice. And I can stand up here and look at all my fishes. Look at all them fishes. Oh, some of these might be big enough that I could take them out. Nope, cuttlefish, get out of the way. Oh, nope, still growing. Still growing. Still growing. Almost there, though. I'm just gonna wait for this to finish growing. Why not? Okay. The writhing weeds, on the other hand, need a little longer. But yeah, if I take out one more, one of these, I might be able to grow. I don't know if it's going to move it around, but we'll see. I should put some more night gardens here, because the night gardens look really nice. And, I don't know. I care about the aesthetics of my base. Titanium, I think that one's dry. I think it's 2 for an outdoor planter. 1 or 2. Exterior modules. Exterior grow bed. 2. Should we try and do one sort of more along the axis of the base? Nah, we'll do it with these. Some nice fans going. Can we fit one here sideways? Not well. What about here? Should we do another one down here next to the others? Yeah, let's do one here. Another one there, but we won't just yet. I kinda like that I can look at my fishies from the outside. Of course, if I'd have to make this entire stack glass, but I wonder if it's worth trying to make that panel glass. Probably not. Alright. Whew. Nice. That works out well. Good job adulting by accident. tell what they are through here, can I? Guess not. It's also kind of hilarious to me that you make a eating noise when, like a crunchy eating noise when eating the coffee. Oh, it won't let me. Okay. So it does care about, like, where things are located. Interesting. Well, I could destroy the other 2 writhing weeds, and then plant it, and then plant the 2 writhing weeds. Let's see how that works. Okay, now do that, and then do 2 of those. There we go. Now we get a nice assortment. What are you? You are almost certainly a sand shark. You are maybe a bone shark? Or maybe something else. By the way, Kazdrag, the thing I thought was probably a crab squid egg, turns out is a cuttlefish, which I have never seen before. But look at this little weirdo. He's got a funny little face. He's just kind of smiling and hanging out. I wonder if I can could transfer him to... Oh, bone shark egg discovered. Is it this one? Oh. Yep, it was this one. Okay. Do I now have a little bone shark in here somewhere? Oh my god, it's tiny! Oh my god, it's tiny! Look how tiny it is! Is that gonna grow any bigger? The gasopod, I think, got a little bigger. Oh, and there's the sand shark as well. Okay. Let me get out of here so I can then... Did the sand shark egg actually hatch? No, it didn't hatch either. What gives, though? Really? Plant this all here, why not? You can grow more important stuff there. I can take it out if I need to. Now will you let me climb it? Yeah, for some reason a lot of the stuff that's hatching here is not actually removing the eggs it hatches from. So I just end up with an extra identified egg, which, fine, whatever. This tiny little bone shark. He's like as big as my hand. Alright. And yeah, there's a little sand shark. Alright. Eggs. Guess I can put them in. Yeah, now that's identified. But is this one still unidentified? Yeah. So, if it's unidentified still, does that mean that we don't know what's gonna hatch out of it? I'm so confused. Once again, the, like, bad UX in this game. That I've been complaining about all evening. Okay. He's so pretty. Even though I have other ones that look identical, like... I have these are stalker eggs, and this one looks exactly like that. So is it not a stalker? I mean, the thing, the entry, the database entry on eggs. Let's see if I can find it. Alien eggs. It is impossible to calculate the species of the egg from the exterior. However, it may be possible to simulate a hatching response. Yeah, it says it is impossible to calculate the species of the eggs from the exterior, but it could also... That could also just mean that, like, you don't know what the egg is until you discover it. Which, who knows? I'm going to plant some stuff on this corner, even though that is a glass. One more of the brain membrane guys there, because I really think they're pretty. Membrane tree. I also don't like how it, like, reorders them in the planter, despite the fact that, like, that's not where they're planted physically, like, in the interface versus in the thing. Yeah, but the thing is, if I put the unidentified egg in the plant, in the alien habitat, and it hatches another stalker, then that means I have to take one of the stalkers out so they don't breed and fill the tank with stalkers. Which, I mean, I could do. What is that smell? Like a really unpleasant sweet smell coming from outside, I think. Yeah, I guess I could just drop it in there. Worst comes to worst, I just remove the stalker from the habitat. Can I drop it outside if I do that? Unidentified egg. Is that something I shouldn't be smelling? Like, is this dangerous to me? Well, I think it's coming from outside and not like something melting somewhere. So I close the window and hopefully that will improve matters. Alright, well, we're dropping this egg. Even though we think we already know what it is. Also, finish this aerogel garden. Okay, there's a bunch more of those. Alright, well, what next? I'm all out of lead, so I could go looking for some sandstone stuff. I've apparently stripped the area of quartz, which was probably bound to happen sooner or later. chunks. Maybe get some lead out of it. Get the lead out, as they say. We should probably say hi to Wilson before we head out again, though. Very important. Wilson, hey! How are you? I just want to let you know, I planted some really cool gardens, and a bunch of my eggs hatched. I put another hoverfish in there because I think you guys are really cute, but I'm not going to move you because I figure you are enjoying your private apartment here. But there's a lot of cool stuff in those eggs. You'd be surprised. Yeah, so I'm going to go look for some lead, but I'm not going anywhere dangerous, so don't worry. I'll be back soon. Okay, love you. Bye. Alright, now Wilson knows where we are, so we can go.
Welcome aboard, Captain. All systems online.
It'd be cool if, and maybe there is, if there was a mod for the finder thing that put how deep they are in my HUD, so I could judge accurately if I want to bother getting them, or like how, not necessarily how deep they are, but like how far away they are. It wouldn't make sense in the station itself, but just in the HUD data. Just down in the caves. Oh, there's some easier to get ones over here. So we're hoping to see lead. That's good. We got 2 so far. Get titanium, why not? Let's get the sea moth to go over there. I still don't like doing things at night. It never feels correct to do things at night. Okay. We got some... in here, maybe? Yeah, I think so. Okay. Got that out of your system? You good now? Thank you. Looks like I already got the cave sulfur from at least one of those. Now. Sandstone chunks. I forgot that if I'm holding something, I break things more easily. I maintain, what possible evolutionary advantage could you get from, like, running screaming at something and exploding to your death? They don't, like, it's not like they live in, like, a hive where they're, like, sacrificing themselves to protect, like, others. Usually they're solitary or in pairs. So... yeah, it does feel kind of satisfying to whack the stone outcroppings with your flashlight. Or any other tool for that matter. Yeah, these are all in caves, I gather. Oh, that one looked like it was surface, yep. lead. That's a wall. There's another one of these same ones. I'm pretty sure they're all just stalker eggs. Yeah, I hear ya. I hear ya. Don't be a jerk. Just gonna be a jerk. Why are you gonna be a jerk? I've only found the 4 lead so far, but I mean, I don't imminently need to build one of those panels right this second. But I know I'm gonna need to in the future because I'm gonna want to put more windows in. So. Get? Wait, what did I get? It's a gold, but it didn't let me pick it up. It's buried in here somewhere. Hello? What the fuck? Well, I mean, I don't really need a lot of gold anyway, but it's kind of annoying. If that was a lead, I would have been very stressed there. What, no glinting in the grass or anything? Well, maybe if I search for gold later on, it'll come up as a drop. Whatevs. Okay. Yes, hi. Silver's good for wiring kits. Yeah, there's another lead. Hey, Vocal! We are doing well. We are having a cozy, relaxing, no danger Subnautica stream. I hatched all my eggs, and I now have a beautiful aquarium full of fish. And by aquarium, I mean like big old tall alien habitat. And now I am farming. I've got a bunch of quartz. Now I'm farming for lead to make my base more stable. Yeah, the goal is to not do anything crazy stressful on this particular stream. We'll save that for later. Something in that box? Oh, look at that. It's a box we haven't looted yet. I mean, I'm sure I have this already, but yeah, vehicle bay. Also beating up my sea moth pretty bad here. Should repair it. Oh, hey, there's There's one that's not marked along with a tooth. But how much inventory space do I have left? I have exactly 1. I'm just gonna take the tooth. Not that it's hard to get. Alright, let's head back to base. Check if that other egg, that's probably just another stalker, hatched. It has sharks. It's got sand sharks and bone sharks. Neither of which are actual sharks, but they're called sharks. That's close enough. But yeah, no, a Shark Week Subnautica stream sounds like a great thing. You could also play, God, what's that game that just came out where you, like, Maneater, I think? Where you just play as a shark trying to, like, murder everybody? Yeah. I think this is probably the more fun game, but tough to really say. Well, it doesn't look like it's hatched yet, but that doesn't necessarily mean anything, given our track record. We still have only the 1 stalker in there. This still says creature egg, so... Hello! I feel like this stalker has definitely grown from when he first hatched, so maybe some of these other things... Yeah, that bone shark's a little bigger too, I think. Oh, maybe not. It's hard to tell. Look at all my critters! I hatched so many eggs! Yeah, these are the 2 sharks. That's a sand shark. They make horrible noises. And that's a bone shark. They bother you a lot. But not when you're, not when you raise them by hand. Then they're your friend. Yeah, it's fun to have a tank. And they're like a little miniaturized. Because they can't actually fit the full-sized predators in there for the most part. I mean, they could have... There are ways around that. They could have done it like they do for the plants. Where it's clear that, you know, when you get a big egg, it's going to take up more room than the creature in a small egg. But I think it's more because, like, the pathing would look weird. Look how lopsided this scan is. Okay. Silver. Here's all the silver I got. Copper. Got one of those. What's in this organic chest? Oh, just another crashfish egg. I got a sulfur. Oh, I'm full. We can maybe salt another fish or something. Wealth minerals. Got some more gold. Titanium. I guess this is the titanium chest I'm filling right now. I have 4 titanium chests, but only like 2 of them are full, like 1.5 of them are full right now. But it's not hard because you just go find a bunch of metal salvage. Let's get a peep. Let's go get a peep and salt it. Nope. Come on. Gotcha. I wonder if I sold this plate, would it let me build it this low? So I could have all low there? Probably not. And actually it doesn't look too bad here as like a runway for the entrance. That's my alarm going off, don't mind that. I can salt the peep. They really do keep well. I've had this one basically forever, and it's still like exactly the same. Okay. We said we had enough for at least another 5, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And let's go get those marble melons as well. Healthy diet of continuous marble melon input. With the occasional supplementary piece of tree or potato. Potato! And then coffee. That's a good diet. That's a healthy and balanced diet. Heck yeah! I do kind of wish there was actually a real creative mode here where it was just unlimited build materials. Just build as much as you want and like don't worry about hull integrity maybe. Like let you know what it is but don't ever actually perforate it and just kind of let you experiment with building. Am I stuck? Why am I stuck? Uh-oh. I'm stuck. Oh, now I'm unstuck. That was weird. Oh. No. I did not have my fingers on WASD was the issue. That was all me. My bad. Okay. Now, let's see. Alright, which direction has the best view here? Yeah, it's kind of straight on this way and straight up this way that are the best views. So I could try doing those two and the other. Hello. Okay. Yeah, down to 4. So I can build 5 more windows and then I'm out of hull integrity. Is that the wrong window? Did I built the wrong window. Deconstruct that window, please. These two are the windows. This one. And this one. Cool. And the top is already all windows because it's above water, so it does not hurt hull integrity. So at least now I've got like a couple towers of windows. Look at my critters, aren't they lovely? God, I love some critters. It's actually much easier to swim down than it is to climb down because the ladders are all in the same spot. And so it's hard to know whether you're climbing up or down. My lovely gardens. Alright, I'm gonna turn off this scan because it's I'm good on lead for a little bit. Well, thank you. I like pride myself on sort of aesthetics and spatial design to some extent. I think it's part of it's like a game designer thing a little bit where it's and I can even put away. Where's my constructed chest? Oh, that's right. I got rid of it. I just put everything in equipment. I do not actually have good space for this, huh? Guess it wouldn't hurt me to carry an extra battery around. I think it's a game design thing where I like to think about the use cases of spaces as I make them. Like, what will it be like to stand in front of this window? You know, how quickly am I going to be able to get from point A to point B? Am I going to be able to park my Seamoth, etc.? I build a lot of the houses in The Sims. And in The Sims, you're kind of, you do that planning, but then you just kind of have to believe it, right? Whereas with this, you actually then walk around the space and make use of the space, which is kind of a nice, I don't know, kind of a nice feature. You do in games like Minecraft and stuff as well. I suppose if I needed to, I could also put one more here. I don't think that would spoil the view too much, because there's not really a ton out in this direction, and I could put some more gardens in here as well. This makes me happy.
Huh?
Hey Wilson, I'm back. Hatched a bunch of critters, found some lead. Kind of got the base looking the way I like it, I think. I'll save just to make sure I save periodically. I never planted any more of this little ghost weed stuff. I should probably do that, so I have more than just the one. There's a whole class at USC on space design, which unfortunately, on like real physical space design, which unfortunately I did not get to take. But it's for their final they go to Disney World and they study the design at Disney World. Which, you know, jealous, but we never got to do that one. I can't actually, I can't plant things in like little wild areas there. I feel like I should be able to. Any other plant beds I want to put it in? Or should I just put it in? This one still has room, but I could put another one of these corals there as well. That thing again. Now I'm locked. Okay, there we go. That's a weird glitch. I do not understand why that happens at all. It's like when I approach things from like a weird angle or something. I don't know. But yeah, look, now I can see my tower of pets from any of these windows. Our pet says egg is still there. I see only one stalker, so far so unhatched, I guess. I'm actually going to rid myself of these seeds. I have too many writhing weed seeds. I always think the gasopods are infected, but they really just have a lot of dots. La la la. Just kind of swimming around, admiring my house. I could put some platforms up here and then connect. Oh, but the legs go all the way down, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure if I did a platform here, it would like drop the legs all the way to the bed, which I definitely don't want. And also you can't erase these once you've made them. Like it, or I guess you can. Last time some of them it wouldn't let me deconstruct for some reason, and I don't know why. Was it because something else was sitting on top of it, maybe? This is another thing I wish they would fix with the UX. If I can't deconstruct it, like, gray it out and say in parentheses why I can't deconstruct it. Like, don't just not pick up the deconstruct prompt. Like, It's, ugh. Because now I'm afraid to build anything, because what if I don't understand the rules correctly and build something and then can't take it out again? Or it glitches like that other one did. I don't want anything glitch on this case. But if I could build it all the way up here... Ooh, cookies! Cookies, 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 cookies! My husband made cookies. Thank you. If I could build it here and the feet didn't go all the way down, that would be a really cool way to connect more stuff. Although this is kind of a sealed space because you don't get in here from the rest of the same place as the rest of the base. Still going on that, huh? It's impressive. It really does last a long time. Sorry if I'm making crunchy food noises. But, you know, when you got fresh cookies, you gotta eat the fresh cookies. I should catch some more bladderfish and make some more water. Got batteries in that charger, but I don't really need batteries at the moment. Or do I? Flashlight's at 89. Habitat builder could use one. Yeah, I'm doing pretty okay on power. Catch some bladderfish. Why are you so close to my base, my dude? Why are you so aggressive? Don't make me give you the knife. This is like my little fish catching arena over here. Yeah, come back. It's always full of peepers and bladderfish, which are the two fish I most want. Usually bladderfish. Now that I get enough food from other stuff. Damn, those are good cookies. Oh, I also forgot to put away that last stalker tooth, but I don't know if I have room for it. Yeah, I'm like full up here. I mean, I could hatch another cuttlefish, but oh, I do have space in eggs that I can move over one of these eggs. Not sure, let me put in the tooth. Alright. Make some water. And if y'all have water, you should drink it too, because it's important to stay hydrated. I do not have a water bot to remind people to stay hydrated. Also, Elle, if you're still here, thank you for the follow. Sorry I missed it when it happened. I am bad at checking that panel. Alright. Alright. Have we hatched this egg yet? And was it definitively another stalker egg? Doesn't look hatched, but that doesn't necessarily mean anything, it seems. Yep, look at that, 2 stalkers. I don't know why these eggs aren't actually hatching. It still says creature egg, too. Well, you're the smaller one, so you're the newer one. You get to be dropped in the ocean. We're gonna see how that works. Preferably far away from the base. So yeah, it seems to have been a glitch of some kind. Or else it does something where it like only identifies eggs that are like already in your inventory somehow. Like in one of your chests or something, I don't know. Who knows? We're gonna take him to a farm upstate. We'll have plenty of room to run around. Look, there's some nice bladderfish here, and some hoopfish, and a bitey. You'll love it here. Aw. Have fun, friend. Be free. Don't eat me. I just really don't want to end up with a tank full of stalkers. The other reason I wish that they had one of those, like, placement interfaces instead of the, like they do with plants, instead of the you just drop an egg, is that I can't reasonably count how many things I have in here. I know I can fit up to 30, because this is 3 stories tall, but I'm not going to count 30 individual fish in here. Hey, bone shark. I'm just kind of enjoying the critters. It's like a screensaver. Actually, if I scooch ever so slightly to the left, I can even do this safely for a while, because I'm on top of the coral that, like, lets air out, so. Look at my lovely menagerie. Now, see, this is a failure of aesthetics. If I was really, like, you know, like, if I wasn't doing this part kind of experimentally, what I would do is I'd make a nice big tank, maybe only like 2 high. And I'd put in like a few of the same species or a few species from the same biomes with plants from matching biome, so that it would have a kind of cohesive look. Or, you know, I'd put in like only fish in shades of blue or only fish that are shades of like red and pink, so that it would have a kind of a unified appearance. Could maybe put planters on the wall with plants in roughly the same like color set. But I'm mostly, at this point, I just mostly want to find out what's in each egg. So this is my like experimental hatchery. And I don't know, I like seeing the variety of them. Oh, I should probably end the stream soon, though. It's almost 9:30. That really pretty blue egg was this guy, by the way, the jelly ray. Who I like a lot. I could try to find that wandering eyeball fish and put it in here, too, if I wanted. Yeah. Is the whole fish still in there? There it is, yeah. Look at all you folks swimming around. Look at that silly little cuttlefish. Hello, little cuddly friend. Yeah, it does have a kind of a menagerie sort of feel. I might put some, like, hanging grass on some of the other locations if I can't get enough stability to put more windows. Hanging plants. You know, I love aquariums and zoos and stuff. I love going to sort of see animals in a real context. And so I want to give them, I don't know, a nice space to be. What are we on melons? Oh yeah, we could do a melon harvest. Some ghost vines growing there, I think. Oops, wrong ladder. Not the ladder I meant to climb. You can't really see this one very well because I have that's not a window wall, but I'm sure it looks good enough from the outside. Just had an idea. I wonder if it's worth it. Can I even do it? No, it's probably not going to let me. Okay. Yeah, I was going to see if it would let me go here, but I think it's too short. What if I put a hatch there? Would it count a hatch? Oh no, interesting. It does like a side hatch thing. Yeah, what if we did like a hatch here? Huh? I don't understand. It's the same distance away as the one below it. Like there's... Oh, but I guess this is a T connector, and this is a straight connector. So if I did a T connector, I could connect it to here, I could move Wilson over there, I could have a bulkhead door, and that would make it easier for me to go, like, from the bedroom to the sea moth. So that's a thing to potentially consider for later. I'd have to, like, unmake a bunch of stuff here, though, and I don't know how safely I can actually do that. And also, I guess it would come up in... Would it come up in the place where the ladder is? Yeah, so maybe that wouldn't be as good. You'd have to sort of walk around the ladder. I mean, that's not too bad because it's a ladder in the floor, so it's not at least like in your vertical field of view, but still. Alright, Wilson, you are a good boy. Let me know ever if you decide you're lonely in there and want to go to the other place, but I have a feeling that you are enjoying it here. So I will leave you to your privacy for now. But, yeah. I'm liking how this place looks. Can even sort of watch the critters from here a little bit. Nice. Alright. Saving. Yeah, everybody say goodnight to Wilson. Wish him well, because he wishes you well. And we do this all for him. No, other button. This button. Alright. Thank you very much for joining me, for those of you who've been here the entire time and those of you who just arrived. Yeah. Have a great rest of your evening. I appreciate you spending time with the stream. And thanks for those who followed. Thanks again, Kazdrag, for subscribing. It's very appreciated. Yeah. Who knows? Maybe we'll get to that, like, 75 concurrent viewers that we need for making partner, I guess. But until then, I'll probably stream again tomorrow. Again, depends on how I feel in the evening, how late I end up eating dinner. But I like to do stuff like this. The problem is, like, the next major story thing, because we didn't get another Degassi coordinate, the next major story thing is either to go to the area where it was and, like, explore in that region, which sounds terrifying, or the other major lead is to go to the Aurora, where the Reapers are, which sounds terrifying. So we have some terrifying things to do that I've just been putting off. So we'll see if I feel up to that tomorrow or not. Either way, I'll see y'all around. Thanks again for joining me. Bye for now.